Heffner, and welcome back to Heffner Fitness. Today, I'm excited to share with you guys my blueprint, what I plan on doing to help me reach that 400-pound bench. I weigh 195 pounds right now, so if I hit that 400, it's going to be twice my body weight. Obviously, over this transformation, my physique's going to change a little bit. I'm going to add a little bit more weight to the top, but I think overall, I don't think my frame's going to hold much more weight than 200. I don't have a specific program that I adhere to. I'm not here to sell you guys a program. All the knowledge that I have is based off of just experience, watching YouTubers, a lot of military training, a lot of strength and conditioning when I was younger, and just being able to apply that. And I know that it works. I know the systems work. Everything's proven. Everything. I've done it before. So if you guys want to try and apply this to your workouts, just bits and pieces, if you guys want to increase your bench, feel free to use this stuff. Again, like I said, make sure safety first. Make sure you're using a spotter. Make sure you use the clips. I don't always have that, but if you have it, use it. It's there for you. The first thing that I'm going to be doing on all my chest days is a big, heavy bench. I'll be doing it twice a week, Mondays and Thursdays. That's how I have my splits set up, to where I would do each muscle group twice a week. And then I had the 48 to 72 hours in there to recover from it. And I'm going to need that, especially when I'm lifting as heavy as I'm going to be. My sets and reps will be set up to where I'll do 7-5-3, 3-3, obviously the 3 being the heaviest and the most cumbersome lifts. I'm going to be loading that up for as much as possible. Hopefully, first couple sets, I'll be able to get 265, 275 with my max bench being 295. And from all that, right after that, I'm going to get into something that actually is going to be new for me to incorporate into my workouts, and that's more accessory movements. Now, I've done some accessory movements in the past, typically just pause reps. Now, pause reps are phenomenal. I love it. You still get the full range of motion. You get more exertion out of your chest by pausing at the bottom, having to recruit more muscles to move that bar. But in this, I've actually seen a couple of YouTubers, specifically Athlean-X and Nippard, that have shown me a couple other movements that I can use to apply to my workouts to help better my bench press. And that is to either lift your feet off of the bench and keep it on the bench so that you don't have that leg drive to help recruit for your chest. It allows your chest to have to work a little bit harder for any other type of weights. Also, benching off the ground. That'll help you on sticking movements. So when you go all the way down, elbows touch the ground, that force that you have to exert, once you're down there, you can't recruit the rest of your body to make those movements. I'm not sure about what sets will be. I assume I'm going to try something around 3 to 4 sets of maybe 5 to 8. With that being said, after that, I think if you're going to do a chest movement, regardless whether you're maxing out, whether it's endurance, always incorporate calisthenics. So after that, I'm going to jump over to some heavy dips. I've always been a fan of dips, and I think that I can definitely overload that. It's a great workout, and I can still maintain pretty great safety, and I don't have to worry about a spotter. I can overload that as much as I want, as long as I'm using good range of motion and good form, then there's really only gains to be had. So I'll be overloading some heavy dips for probably sets of 8. Make sure I maintain balance and control, really isolate the arms and chest, get a lot of development out of the triceps, be able to help myself recruit a lot more for those movements. Now, after dips, I'll be finishing up my chest movements with push-ups. There's so many gains to be had by just simply doing push-ups without anything else, that I think to not incorporate it in any serious chest program would definitely mean that that program's lacking. I'll be doing sets to failure with those. That's where I'm going to be getting a lot of my hypertrophy work. I'll be doing probably 4 to 5 sets, just all burnouts. If I'm not feeling up to it that day, I might do less sets, but I'll definitely guarantee that every day of chest, I'll be doing at least 3 sets of burnouts in the wide grip hand positioning, traditional hand positioning, and narrow grip hand positioning. I think that it just helps me hit every different angle of the chest and the triceps, and allows me to get more in tune with the muscles that I want to recruit in order to do that bench. I just think it's just the best way to end a chest workout. So for you big guys out there that think the push-ups aren't for you, don't neglect your push-ups. Seriously, don't neglect your push-ups. Now, if you guys have watched any of my previous videos, you'll know that I like to pair chest with shoulders, and this is for 2 reasons. One, I like to group all my pressing movements together, all the pushes together, all the bench, the military, all that. It's just good because it likes to recruit a lot of the accessory muscles, whether it's chest or shoulders, definitely incorporating the tricep. All of those movements are kind of intertwined. And the second is, I don't do enough shoulder movements in order to dedicate an entire day. I definitely respect the shoulder for what it is. If I lose my shoulders, I'll definitely not have the ability to do any of my arm movements, whether it be chest or arms or pull-ups, whatever it may be. So I like to keep shoulders very, very simple. For that, the first big movement I'll be doing is going to be military press. And now, because I want to try and isolate the shoulders and not be able to recruit more muscles than are what necessary, I just want to use the shoulders. I'll be doing seated military press, and more specifically seated dumbbell military press to help with my stabilizer muscles. And like I said, I don't want to risk injury. With shoulders, I won't be doing sets of anything less than 5. So I'll probably be doing, if I go heavy enough, I might be doing 3 to 4 sets of 5 with a heavy military dumbbell. After that, I only do hypertrophy movements for my accessory movements for my shoulders, and the only 2 movements I really do for that are just different variations as far as lat raise goes. I might incorporate some pause reps in that, and front raise, the same thing, I might incorporate pause reps. And those will simply be 3 to 4 sets of 10 or more. That's my blueprint. That's how I plan on approaching this 400-pound bench. But before I head out, I want to leave a couple tips for you guys. They both have to do with rest. And I'm not talking about sleep, which is still very, very important, but I'm talking about in between sets. Now, you're going to be lifting heavy, you're going to be exerting a lot of energy, so you need to make sure that you take at least 2 to 3 minutes in between each set so that you're fresh, ready for the next set, ready to give it 110%. And the last one that has to do with rest is, I already mentioned that I'm going to be doing this workout program for about 6 to 8 weeks. Do not push out workout programs. Do not continue to lift heavy 24/7, 365. Your body is designed to need that rest. At the end of the 6th, 7th, or 8th week, whatever I'm feeling, whatever I feel like I can continue to push myself, I'll let you guys know, and then I'm going to have what some people would call a deload week, to where I'm just going to sit there. I might do active rest. I'd never just taken a day off, just sit on the couch. That's terrible for you. You want to keep the blood flowing, so I'm going to be breaking it down to just calisthenics, just doing some running, stretching, maybe doing some yoga. Maybe I'll be convinced to do some yoga, some stretches. I'm not above doing anything. You can always learn, always improve on something. But definitely those 2 things. Rest in between sets, and then taking a break. And then that break is actually going to help me set up for the next max. At the end of doing all that, I'll set myself up for another max, readjust all my numbers, and hit that next program again as hard as I can. I only weigh about 200 pounds. So the more and more I continue to lift, especially weights that are much, much heavier than I am, I need to make sure that I'm maintaining my calories. If I don't maintain my calories, I'm going to run into some serious problems as far as maintaining energy, my desire to work out on a day-to-day basis. That's going to be a very big deal for me. And now, I know that as far as rest goes, I'm able to accomplish that, get my sleep at least as much as my kids will let me. But with all that being said, those are my goals. Those are my tips to accomplish those goals. That's the program I'm going to use to get this 400-pound bench. If you guys like what we're doing here, like, subscribe, keep following me, do what we're doing. Next week I'm going to show you guys my blueprint and how I plan on getting those 20 strict pull-ups, knocking those out, making them hopefully looking good while I do it. But I can't wait to talk to you guys next week. Have a great day.